Despite how glossy social media likes to make running a business, sadly, it's actually not all sunshine and rainbows. However, there are so many people that are smashing it when it comes to running their own businesses. So I wanted to share some tips and tricks to help you guys if you're looking to start your very own business this year. Because of this, I'm joined with Kate Elisabeth, content creator and founder of Kikakinis, to discuss everything you guys need to know before starting your very own business and much more. Hello, Kate. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast today.
No, I'm so excited. I love a podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I come in and I'm like, yes, ask me questions.
Honestly, and the fact that you're here now, considering the last time I probably saw you was when we went to the Philippines.
Yeah, genuinely.
Which is like over 2 years ago
I
now.
know. It feels like ages. I just don't know what's happened between then and now, honestly.
Well, you've been a busy girl.
So have you. Yeah, we've been here, there, everywhere. Little travellers.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's what life's about, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess, obviously, I know you very well. And obviously, I see what you're getting up to online. But for those who probably haven't heard of you before, please introduce yourself.
So I'm Kate Elisabeth. I'm 25 years old and I own a sustainable bikini business called Kikakinis.
Oh, amazing. What inspired you to start Kikakinis?
Oh, you know what? It was genuinely like just the need to have a side hustle. I was like, what am I going to do like on the side? Because I like obviously made my whole entire influencing thing my full-time job since I was 18. I have never had another job. I've always been my own boss. So if anyone tries to tell me what to do, it ain't happening because I'm my own boss. So yeah, I thought, okay, what's something that I want to produce? So I actually did bring out merch in 2019.
Okay.
And did really well, but the margins, you don't even want to know. It was hell, yeah, because it went through my old management. The old management was like, okay, well, you're going to get like 20% of everything. I was like, oh, okay, I see how
Even
this is.
Even outside of your own like content creation?
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, so I didn't really like earn much money from it. So I was like, there's no incentive, but I was like, I didn't really agree with where it was coming from, how it's being made. You know, my sustainability is very important to me. Yeah. So I was like, right, okay, we've already done hoodies, we've done t-shirts, what else could I do? And I was like, oh, actually, you know what? I travel so much.
Yes,
and
you do.
I travel, she's barely in the country. Yeah. And I thought, okay, you know what? I actually have quite like a interesting body type. This is so niche, but like I have quite like a boyish body type, and like most bikinis don't really suit me, or like they'll cinch in the wrong places, and I wouldn't feel confident. So I was like, why don't I make my own? So I found my favorite bikini, and I was like, love this cut. So I just said, right, this is literally what I want, but I'm gonna make my own patterns, and create my own business.
And how long have you been running Kikakinis for now?
It was officially launched in August 2022.
Oh,
so she's actually 3. She's 3 this August. I know, little baby. At like the grand scheme of things, it's actually a small company. You know what I mean? Like it's a small business. So yeah, it's been a slow burner, but so fulfilling.
Yeah,
so
I can imagine. And it's so funny that you were like, I need to have a side hustle, because not many people say that.
No, I know. People just be cruising and be like, yeah, I'll just be an influencer for life. But there was like just that need of like doing something else. Yeah. So yeah, I did it.
And it's a great way to express your creativity, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah. Like I love the creative side of it. Admin, not so fun. But we'll get on to that later, I'm sure.
We have a lot to discuss, because obviously so much has changed since I've seen you. Yeah. And I'm sure there's loads of people that listen to the podcast that are excited to learn all about Kikakinis and you as a business owner.
Nice.
But before we delve into that, I've got 2 quick fire questions for you. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
So firstly, I want to know, Kate, a little bit more.
Yes.
What's a guilty pleasure you love to spend your money on?
Oh, you know what? I was racking my brain about this the other day, and I think it's food. I think it's food. Like I always think whenever I go like out to like shop, I always do like a Sainsbury's or whatever, you know, big shop. Yeah. But then other days I'm like Whole Foods. Let's do a Whole Foods or an M&S, and obviously the prices are very different, but I just love it. It makes you feel exhilarated. I feel like so old when I say that. Like frontal lobes develop, when I'm like, oh, yes, the meat is better. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's food. I'm actually not very materialistic person. Like I'm not like a person who collects designer bags or anything. So yeah, food, to be honest.
And I'm loving your poke bowls.
Yes.
And I guess another question for you is, if you could go back in time, what's one piece of financial advice you'd give your younger self?
Oh, don't buy that Gucci bag from Bicester Village.
Okay.
Like, I think I got my first paycheck from YouTube or something like that. I went to Bicester Village with my friends and I was like, oh, you know what, Gucci. So I went in, I found the ugliest bag. Well, now I find it ugly. Yeah. But back then I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. Like, it was just, if you know, you know. It's ugly. It's really, really, it was a backpack with like...
Backpack?
But not even a backpack. It was a mini backpack. So it couldn't fit anything in it. It was just like, it was not it. Anyways, so yeah, I spent like £800 in it. And that was, and like couldn't sell it either. I was literally like, please, anyone buy it? Anyone? But so...
So where is this bag now?
She's gone. She got eBayed. Thank God.
Okay, so someone did take it then.
Someone did take it for a very discounted price. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really counts as financial advice for me when I was younger. But also, I'm quite frugal and I've always been frugal. My mum brought me up to be a very money-saving person, or would be like, be careful of that, or like, don't spend your money on this. So I'm actually quite, well taught.
Yeah, and you're a homeowner as well.
I am. I got my own flat, which is gorgeous.
Yeah, so you're doing pretty well, to be fair.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
I, as all things money, is very proud.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That means so much. Where's the medal? Where's the award?
It's the big honour.
Oh, yeah, it's the honour.
The medal's coming after.
Okay, nice.
Amazing. So obviously we're here to chat all things Kikakinis, you running your own business. So I guess before you started Kikakinis, did you actually have a business plan in mind, or did you think, I'm just going to start and see how it goes?
I genuinely just fluked it. I literally was
you
like,
give me that kind of vibe.
No, genuinely, because I had no idea about retail. I was just like, you just buy the product and sell it, right? That's just how it is. It's not. Oh my gosh, the admin was just insane. Like, I literally had my hair falling out, like in clumps. Wow. I was so stressed. But luckily I had my mum behind me the whole entire time to like help me out and be like, right, this is the legals behind it all. And I was like, what? Yeah. Oh my God, like I have to get insurance, you know what I mean? Like it's, it was a crazy ride. And also I was low-key young, like thinking back now, like I was 22 back then. I didn't really know much. I was like literally like so small, like I was a baby. So yeah, I literally just fluked it. And as I went along, I literally learned so much. I did a series about it on my TikTok being like, this is why I think my bikini brand is cursed, because like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Like shipping times like got delayed from when I got my bikinis from, Tunisia. They're from Tunisia. So like everything got delayed from Tunisia, and then the fulfillment center like wouldn't accept something because of like this and that, the other. And it was like, oh my goodness. I was like, it's August. Can we please just get these bikinis out? Yeah. You know what I mean? So like every single year since like doing Kikakinis, I've always messed up the launch of the bikinis at what time, and I'm always like, oh, it's fine, people still buying bikinis in August. My audience is like, we've been on our summer holidays, like what do you mean? No. So yeah, it was just like such a dumb rookie error, but I've learned now.
And this is it, right? Because I started All Things Money at 22 as well, which is crazy because I didn't think it would ever become a business, right? And so you kind of just fluke it, and then it's only when things start going wrong, you're like,
it's like, oh, I should have thought about this. Also, there's no information online of how to start a small business, or like even the things to think about. So that's why I started talking about it, being like, right, this is your checklist, girls. Trademark your blooming name first, because I literally almost got sued for my name, like when I first came out with with my business, because I didn't trademark it, and I was like, I'll be fine, it'll be right. And then like someone messaged me being like, no, I own this under this, and this. Like it was a whole like legal act. And I was like, oh, okay, actually it was not called that anymore. So yeah, so I had to change my whole entire name within like 24 hours, which was crazy. Wow. But yeah, learning curve.
Always. And this is why I have so many people on the podcast to talk about different topics, and also different small business owners, because there's so many different types of businesses, right? So you obviously have a bikini brand, which is so different to some of the business owners I've had before. Yeah. You mentioned like fulfillment centers, you've talked about design. So how have you learned all of that now?
Oh, well, it was like trial and error, because at first I was like, I got my shipment, I got my boxes full of my bikinis, and I was like, let's just do a pop-up shop. Like, why don't we just sell out a pop-up shop?
Go hard or go home.
No, genuinely. And then I was like, where should we do it? Oxford Street.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, Ola, I swear to God, it was the worst luck I've ever had in my life, because I was like, okay, this is obviously, I just basically was way too cocky, and I was like, obviously it's going to sell out. I had 3,000 pieces bearing in mind. 3,000, yeah. And we went to Oxford Street, set up the whole pop-up. Train, tube and bus strikes the whole weekend we were doing the pop-up. So no one came. I literally sold, genuinely, I think 15 bikinis. I know, so I was there like, oh my God. I didn't even have like a website. I didn't have fulfillment. And I was like, oh, it's fine, I can just pack it up in my flat and just send it off whenever I get an order. Can I? Like, I'm a busy girl. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Like, customer service would not go down well. Yeah. So I then panically, what a word. Yeah. Made up a word. I then made the decision to get a fulfillment center. I was just like, send it off. And that took within itself like 2 months to even like, so I set up. And I was like, why is it taking so long? And I don't just send it to someone. They just set it up and just send it themselves.
Yeah, that's what you do.
And it didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't realize how much you have to think about before starting a small business. And that is one of them. Time. Yeah. Time and money. There's a lot more of it that you need to know. So yeah.
I'm glad you touched on money, because I'm sure for me, I definitely have more cost running a business now. So when you started Kikakinis, were there any hidden costs that you end up having to pay that surprised you?
Yeah, I think it's more like admin things. Like, for example, the pop-up is just like hangers. It was, little cards saying, this is how much the bikini costs. Or just even like rails and mannequins and everything. Like, they don't understand. It's flipping expensive. Honestly, a mannequin's £60. Are you joking?
Pop-up shop, Kate.
Yeah, I know, a pop-up shop. And I also did one last summer, which actually made me believe in pop-up shops more because I did sell way more that time round. But online selling is where it's at, to be honest. Like, I always think now, where do I buy my clothes? Online. It's always from Vinted, or always from like Urban Outfitters. Like, I don't really go in the store to shop unless I'm just hanging about with friends. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. I'm very much someone that's always like, oh, I really want to go to Westfield, or I really want to go shopping. Get there after now, I'm like, no, this is why I shop online.
Right?
Yeah, it's overwhelming, overstimulating.
They don't have your size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a bit long. So yeah, no more pop-up shops for the time being, I don't think. Hold that thought.
2026 maybe, who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
But I guess obviously when it comes to running a business,
yeah,
how do you manage your business finances, and is there anything you've learned along the way running that?
I have a whole separate account. So it's very different and separate from me because I'm Kate Elisabeth as a limited company.
Yeah.
And I got Kikakinis on the side. So yeah, they're very different entities. And like my accountant knows about it. And obviously I put expenses through them.
Yes.
And then through like different passages and everything. But yeah, they kind of run alongside each other.
Yeah.
I expense trips, you know what I mean?
Ooh,
you know me.
Yeah.
Like all that business knowledge. No, I literally had to be taught from scratch by my mother. Big up, mum. She literally told me everything about just like legals and like accounting, Zero, Shopify, the whole thing. I was literally there like, I'm literally in the depths of hell. Like I was so bad at maths when I was younger. I was so bad at maths when I was younger. So yeah, it was actually hard. It was hard. That's
I can imagine. And this is why I started All Things Money, because we're literally not taught anything. So it's only when you actually want to start a side hustle or buy a house, that's when you're actually learning. Like, you're learning on the process.
No, genuinely, like we never get told this stuff. But the thing is, I literally remember like when I was younger, I used to do like Pishi lessons, with like teachers, and I'd be like, right guys, we're going to talk about tax. I was 16. Who the hell wants to talk about tax when you're 16? Genuinely, I remember being in that class being like just dossing about and being like, oh, whatever, I don't need to know about this. I wish I could go back and be like, listen girl, because you're going to need this. But like, yeah, I just don't think that there's the resources for it, except from obviously online, your channel. You taught me a lot in the Philippines, that's for sure.
I did.
You did. You were like, get that damn pension. And I have now. Woo! So let's go. But yeah, there's not enough, which is like, I don't know, it's hard because like no one's interested in it until we get to this age, I'd say.
Yeah.
So how are we going to get taught other than like TikTok or researching yourself? And most people just won't. They'll just fluke it.
Yeah, which I mean, both of us did at the very beginning, didn't we?
We did.
We learned the hard way. Which is why now the All Things Money podcast exists.
Exactly.
And I guess obviously you mentioned like you have an accountant. Alongside obviously having an accountant, are there any tools or resources that have helped you manage your business finances effectively?
Love Dext. Do you know Dext?
Yes, I do.
Dext alongside Zero, my faves. Those are my little duo. But
the smile on your face.
Oh, God, honestly, it's so much easier. It's like I'm being sponsored by them. Please sponsor me.
Yeah.
Well, I won't, but I will. I'll sing their praises. I remember when I first like got hold of it or whatever, I was like, this is brilliant. Because obviously all you do is take a picture of the receipt, bosh, expensed. So yeah, I love them.
Oh, I love that. Look at you.
I know, I'm beaming. I'm beaming about it.
I am very proud of you, Kate.
Thank you.
I'm not even mincing my words. I really am. And so I guess now obviously you've learnt loads of different things and Kikakinis is very successful. What's one thing you wish you knew before you started Kikakinis?
Retail is detail. It really is. There's so much more to it than you like understand, realize. Like, especially as me as like a content creator, I need to think like really hard and deep about like what I was standing for. Yeah. Like, obviously, I stand on recycled materials, sustainability, like ethicalness. Is that a word? Yes. I hope it is a word. It is today. We're making it a word. So yeah, my ethics behind it are very like stern, you know what I mean? Because I think that nowadays you got to think about the planet. I'm so worried about overconsumption as it is. Like, it stresses me out. Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was bringing in a business into the world that actually made sense and didn't take away from the world, just added to it. And you look amazing in them. You know what I mean? Who wants to have a Kikakini for this summer? Plugged.
Absolutely. I mean, look at that
she's
shine.
Stunning, right? And she's sustainable. I made out of recycled materials, aka old fishing nets.
Ooh.
Old fishing nets and pre-consumption waste.
Okay.
So yeah, no, she's got a lot.
And I've got mine at home. I actually should have bought mine, to be fair. What?
Yeah, you should have been.
Yeah. Did not even cross my mind. Next time.
Next time.
But I guess obviously as well, everything you've learned now, how much would you say that people need to have before they start their very own business?
Oh, double the money you think you're going to start a business with. Yeah, genuinely. Because again, the hidden costs you literally don't realize. Obviously, it's like the admin behind like Shopify. You know, you're going to have the ongoing subscription of Shopify. You're going to have to get the fulfillment center, unless you obviously pack it up yourself, up to you. Me personally, too busy for that. So fulfillment center cost, and that's obviously a monthly fee, like depending on how much you sell, like versus like there's picking fee, packing fee, putting in a sticker fee, you know what I mean? Like there's so much more money and also time. I'll say that again. Is literally just think double. Just think, because it's not easy and not quick to get into it, especially retail. As I said before, retail is detail, and there's just so much more to think about. And also like just, you have to think from the perspective of the customer instead of thinking about the perspective of the producer.
Yes.
Because you remember, you're the one who's selling it, you know everything about it, but everything that you're selling, that's the first time they've ever seen it. So like if they see a product, they're going to be like, oh, I mean, it's all right, but like you need to make sure that they know every single detail about that product.
And you want them to fall in love with it as much as you do,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah. So just make sure that it's simple as well, like not too complicated, especially a website. Damn. It can't be complicated. At first I was like, let's make it the most like interesting website ever. Now I'm just like, right, the product's there, press buy and you're done. Apple Pay it. You know what I mean?
Because you don't want people to, like, I know as a consumer, I don't want to be pressing too many buttons. By the time I've pressed like button number 20, I'm like, actually, maybe I don't need to.
That's what I'm
make
saying.
That purchase,
Yeah,
you know?
No, genuinely, it's so off-putting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I always see like the abandoned checkouts. I'm like, why? Why isn't it abandoned checkout?
You can see it on the back end, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm learning. So maybe I'll have my own bikini brand at the end.
Yeah, right. I'll help you out.
Know. Please.
No, I'll tell you all the things I did wrong. Damn.
No, I'm here for it. But also, obviously, I know there's been like some minor setbacks and things, but what's been the most rewarding thing you've achieved since starting Kikakinis?
Oh, I think that it's genuinely just being taken more seriously as an influencer, because I think on the face of like me, it's just gonna be like, oh, it's just a girl doing her influencing, taking pictures of herself. But now it's like I have a business, so many people take me way more seriously, which is amazing. I've even had like recognition from brands, like Garnier literally sponsored a part of the Kikakinis trip this summer, which was amazing. I was just like, guys, what the hell? So we had a whole boat day on Garnier, and I was like, that is insane. So yeah, I just think being taken more seriously, because there's just such like a bad, I don't know, some people just hate influencers, don't they?
Yes,
some people turn around, they literally will be like, oh, like,
there
they are again. Yeah, exactly. So I literally, whenever I meet someone, I'm like, oh, I'm a content creator. Then they look at me, they're like, a content creator? I'm like, yeah, like an influencer. They're like, oh. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I also have a bikini brand, and then like, oh, now we're interested. You know what I mean? Like,
it's literally one of those, isn't it?
It genuinely is.
If anyone was going to ask me what I do for a job, it's so funny because, as you guys know on the podcast, I'm very single. So like when people when I'm like meeting new people or network, and they're always like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I run a personal finance business.
Yeah, and then
because
they're like,
the minute
wow.
I say content creator, they're like,
yeah, I know, exactly. But like, why is there like that thought around it? Stigma. That's what I'm saying. I hate it. But I mean, here we are. There are a lot of people who also set that standard by doing dumb things on the internet. But with us, we're business savvy.
we're the responsible ones.
We are, please.
And speaking of like rewarding and brand trip, talk us through the brand trip. How did you plan a brand trip for influencers to market your brand?
So I actually first started doing brand trips when I first did my first launch. So that was back in July 2022, and I did like my first brand trip, but like nothing was available. That was my first error. Nothing was available online. So when I was like posting about it and being like,
oh my goodness,
these are all the bikinis. I know. I literally messed up so many times, And like I was just being like, yeah, this is the bikini, and everyone's like, when's it available? And I couldn't even tell them. I couldn't even reply and be like, oh, then and there, because literally the week after the brand trip, I was like, oh, I'm doing a pop-up shop. Go on then. You know what I mean? So yeah, again, young and dumb. So
learning.
So I fluked it again that time round. I think that I've done loads of brand trips myself. So I was like, right, what is the actual layout of how they did brand trips? So I kind of followed that path and said, right, all expenses paid. Come on a trip. And like, if I can take pictures of you, thank you. And if you create content, like I didn't like do any contracts or anything. I just said like any organic content you want to do would be much appreciated. And then all the girls that I got vibed. You know what I mean? Like I've already met them or I've vibed with before. So I'm like, okay, we're fine. So it's like a girls trip. It looked
like an amazing trip. The villa was beautiful. The location was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
You did cause a bit of envy. I was like, get me in the next one.
Yeah, literally. I'll give you a one-way flight.
Please.
No, it was like, I don't know. I think that It's hard though as well because I'm an influencer as well. I'm a model as well. So obviously trying to like plan it out and being like also in the content, so stressful. It's like hosting a birthday. Like you want everyone else to have a good time except for yourself. But no, it's so fulfilling, so rewarding. And also you could just see like, it came out obviously throughout the time. Like we just be live posting. You see that the sales come in. I'm like, yes, come on sales. You know,
so good. You should be so proud of yourself, honestly, because like I know many people listening to the podcast know running a business is not easy.
No.
And so according to PensionBee's most recent research, self-employed individuals and freelancers are more likely to forego saving into pensions due to affordability than unpaid carers or those on 0-hour contracts. Obviously, Kate, now you've running your business, you've been a content creator for a number of years. Have you started saving for retirement now? And if so, what does that look like as a self-employed business owner?
I have.
Yay!
Yes, round of applause for Kate, finally. I remember speaking to you about it in the Philippines and you were like, you better get that damn pension. I was like, I've done it now. So actually within the last 2 months, so it's quite fresh. But
I've
started, yeah, because at first, obviously, I've bought my own flat. So that's my form of investment. I did my flat 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? 3 years ago. And then now I'm like, okay, so I have, accumulating more money. So I'm like, what do I do with it? Obviously a pension, you know what I mean? Like I'm 25, like let's just get to it. So I now have a SIP. So I use my SIP and I've just basically kind of doing like a rolling thing where I'll just like put in chunks of money here, there, everywhere.
Yes.
And I've been told all the logistics of it all. It was hell to learn about, but it's good for me in the future.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about those cruise ships, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about them.
With your Kikakinis.
Yeah, right. I'll be like 90 on my cruise ship, like, bye Kikakinis, we still got stuck.
Literally. And obviously we touched on briefly earlier about how we're not taught enough about these topics in school.
Yeah.
Do you think there's enough support being given to those who are self-employed to build their pension savings?
No.
Yeah.
Self-employed, you're free.
You're on your own, aren't you?
There's literally nothing. I didn't get taught anything literally except from by my mum. So I literally wouldn't know what to do. Like I remember when I first started going to like events post-COVID, I'd have people go up to me and be like, oh, like, so who's your accountant? Can I please have him? Like, I just don't know what to do about tax and like what I should expense versus what I shouldn't expense. And I was like, girl, I got no clue either. I'm using like an accountant my family uses. So, and they had to literally learn through me about what they could do for social media because it's such a new industry.
Yes.
You actually don't know what you can and can't expense. Like some accountants say, expense everything, it's your life. Yeah. Other accountants are like, right, if you wear that piece of clothing on TV, that's fine, you can expense it, but you can't wear it again.
Yeah.
And it's like,
crazy.
what? Like, what is the small print? You know what I mean? So, there isn't nowhere free. Like what? I don't even know where you get the resources. You, actually. Yeah, literally, plugged.
Thank you. But yeah, it is so tough, isn't it? And again, that's why I kind of do what I do to kind of financially empower people.
Yeah.
But I guess, Kate, to round up today's podcast episode, what final tips would you give to those, if you had to give 3 tips to those looking to start their very own business this year, what would you give?
I would say, think that there's way more money that you're going to have to invest into it. Don't think that there's just like a minimum because it's going to go over, if anything. Say especially with time as well, double that or even triple it sometimes. Like the amount of admin is so much more than you expect.
Yeah.
But also do it. Like my advice is do it. Like why not? Like if it's going to fail, you have something to tell your grandchildren when you're older and be like, oh, I tried to do that business, then it didn't work. Like I just think that also there's such a stigma about timelines and everyone's like, I'm a billionaire at 21 and everyone's like, oh my God, I haven't started yet, you know what I mean? But like some people become billionaires at 60, you know what I mean? So I think just do it, honestly.
I love that, especially that final piece of advice, because I literally started All Things Money after it took me 6 hours to post my very first video.
6 hours?
6 hours during lockdown.
Damn.
My friend was like, Olive, if you don't post that video, I'm going to come down and do it for you. And that was back in the day where IGTV existed and not Reels.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Like, that was like
throwback.
And yeah, like if I hadn't have posted that video, I wouldn't be sat here now on my podcast. I wouldn't be self-employed. Like, it's
genuinely
so crazy, isn't it?
No, but like, I literally really appreciate people like you though on the internet because obviously you're just teaching. You know what I mean? Like we need to be taught.
Yeah.
And I think that we should have lessons. To be honest, you should block in influencers and be like, get 20 of them and be like, right, girls, we're learning about this today.
Well, that was us in the Philippines, wasn't
No,
it?
it
But
was.
like, so girls, who here has a pension?
Everyone was like,
It's all right. We'll set you up now.
No,
We've set you up.
it was the way it was like on an island where we had no service, no like Wi-Fi at all. And we were like, right, we got to listen in. We got to lock in, girls.
Ready for honest preaching.
Yeah, tell them.
Oh, but no, thank you so much, Kate, for joining me on the podcast today. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been great to be reunited with you.
I know, it was a catch up.
If anyone would love to check you out in terms of what you're getting up to day to day, because it is a lot, guys. Like, she's always busy.
I'm always about doing things.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Or would like to purchase your bikinis, where can they go to do so?
Kikakinis.co.uk to buy the bikinis. £50 for a set. I would say it's quite decently priced because it's recycled, sustainable. It's got all the ethics behind it. And me, Kate Elisabeth, on all platforms.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Kate.
No, thank you.